Millions under flood alerts as severe storms ravage eastern U.S. Over 10 million individuals are under flood advisories as storms hammer the East Coast. More than 10 million residents are now under flood warnings as intense rainfall and winter storms lashed the southeast, leading to a minimum of 4 fatalities. Sections of Kentucky and Tennessee accumulated as much as 6 inches of rain over the weekend, while the northern plains endured extreme cold. Tornado alerts were issued for regions of Georgia and Florida. The National Weather Service had previously cautioned about storms advancing across the eastern U.S., predicting substantial snowfall from northern New York into northern New England through early Monday. Heavy precipitation will sustain areas of flash flooding from the mid-Mississippi Valley into the central Appalachians through Sunday. Severe thunderstorms could generate destructive winds and tornadoes across parts of the southeastern U.S. This weekend, the NWS posted on X Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear announced on Sunday that President Trump had sanctioned his appeal for emergency aid funding. In a statement on X, he emphasized the historic consequences of the weather, which included landslides and snowfall. On Saturday night, a woman and her 7-year-old child lost their lives in the state after their vehicle was carried away by floodwaters in Hart County, a county official confirmed to WBKO-TV. In southeastern Kentucky, a 73-year-old man was discovered deceased in floodwaters in Clay County, according to County Emergency Management Deputy Director Ravage Berry. The Louisville Metro Police Department released an official warning on Facebook, advising drivers to steer clear of inundated streets. Across the county, emergency teams have carried out close to 30 water rescues today, and the number continues to climb. Turn around, don't drown, the agency stated. Bob Oravec, a senior meteorologist at the NWS, remarked that the effects of the deluge would persist for some time. Whenever flooding occurs, the impacts can last significantly longer than the rainfall itself, he stated on Sunday. Intense storms also swept through parts of Florida and Georgia. In Atlanta, one individual lost their life when a massive tree collapsed onto a residence early Sunday, as reported by Atlanta Fire Rescue Captain Scott Powell. Meanwhile, substantial snowfall accumulations, coupled with wind gusts up to 60 mph that produce treacherous whiteout conditions, were anticipated in sections of New England and northern New York. Per the NWS, temperatures plunging into the -30s are forecast for the northern plains and areas near the Canadian border. The NWS also warned of perilously low wind chills in the Dakotas and Minnesota, reaching between -40 and -50. The intense weather remains a critical threat in multiple areas, prompting officials to advise residents to stay cautious and adopt appropriate protective measures.